I try to live my life with no regrets, but as I reflect on the past decade, I do have one major regret that I wish never happened. And if I had one of those four big mistake erasers, remember the ones that used to sell in the 90s? Yeah, I'm dating myself. That was like this big. I would use that to erase this mistake from my life. Take a look at this picture. This picture was taken in 2010 at Toronto Pride. Cyndi Lauper was playing a free concert at Queen's Park, and I went there with three of my very close friends. We had some drinks, we danced, it was great. Now, the mistake in my life that I would like to erase is that wig. Yes, that wig that is on the top of my head. What was I thinking? Like, no, really, what was I thinking with that wig? It was one of those wigs that would cut like this. And it made me look like Kate Goslin from Kate Plus 8 means really judgy church lady. It was horrible. And the worst part about it was I wore this wig everywhere for like a good 3 months. It was the wig. I was going to the club, I wore that wig. I was going to parties, I wore that wig. It was a horrible wig. And nobody thought to tell me, hey Ava, that is a really crappy wig. Take that shit off your head. No, nobody told me that. They had me out in the streets wearing this wig. And I can't believe I wore that wig to Pride. Like, Pride is a time when people go, they show up, they show out, everyone's having a good time, everyone's thotting and bopping, and here I go in this monstrosity of a wig. Like, nobody said anything. We've grown up in the age of terrorism where they keep drilling in us. If you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. I was committing the worst act of fashion terrorism, and not a soul saw something and said something. And here I was going all around town looking like the very definition of a hot mess, and nobody said anything. It's really sad, really. I'm like starting to question the people in my life because I'm wondering, do they really love me? Because if they did, they would never, ever, ever have let me leave the house with that on my head. You know what? Hi, this is your girl Ava, and welcome to Wine and Whatevs. Like, they literally let me leave the house in that wig. Like, man. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things I learned in the last decade. So grab a glass of your favorite libation and let's chat. My libation of choice today is ginger tea because I think I'm getting sick, but it's in a really cute dark green duck mug, so silver lining. The first important lesson I learned is to pick your friends wisely. Your friends are the family members you get to pick, basically. They're a reflection of you. And if you pick your friends wisely, it's going to help you a lot throughout the rest of your life. My friends have helped me with finding jobs when I was unemployed. They have helped me move to different cities. They have helped me through some really difficult times in my life. And there's a lot of things that I've gone through in my life that I would never have been able to get past if I didn't have a strong system of friends. Your friends will pull you up when you're acting the fool, and your friends are willing to get down with some shenanigans and make you laugh. So picking your friends is very important. Maybe if I picked my friends better, I wouldn't have worn that wig. But I'm joking. It's not my friend's fault why I wore that horrible wig. I love them. They're amazing. But that brings me to my second thing that I've learned is tell the people who you love that you love them. I make it a habit of when I'm speaking to any of my friends or when I am on the phone with my friends or texting my friends or whatever, as I'm ending the conversation, I always tell them that I love them. I always tell my family that I love them as I'm ending conversations. I think it's important to tell people that you love them because you don't know who is out there in your life is feeling unloved, and hearing that there's somebody out there who there is no reason to love them because even if you're related to somebody, you don't have to love them. But hearing somebody say to you, hey, I love you and I appreciate you, it could really make someone's day. I also do it because I know it sounds kind of morbid, but you don't know if that's the last time you're going to see somebody. And you want to make sure that if it is the last time, God forbid, at least they know that you love them. So I do make it a point to tell people that I love them. Now sometimes they don't say it back. Like sometimes I'll say it to my friends, like, hey, I love you, and they'll be like, me too, or yeah, see you soon, or whatever. But I need them to know that I love them. And I know that they love me too, even if they can't say it. But I always do that. Tell my friends, I tell my family all the time that I love them. So tell people that you love them. The third important thing that I learned is sometimes it is necessary for you to block and delete people from your life. Now, I'm not telling you to go and destroy their character or anything, but a simple block and delete will do. You only need to surround yourself with friends and family that's going to help support you and help you get to the best, do the best in your life. So if they're not doing that, you need to get rid of them. They're dragging you down. They're sucking the life out of you. So just simply block and delete. Now, if you see them out in public, I'm not saying for you to be all awkward and cross the street or whatever, but if you see them, you can still be civil, but you don't have to be their friend, because you don't have to have people in your life that are going to drag you down. So block and delete is very important, and make sure you practice it, because it's going to be the only way to keep yourself sane sometimes. The fourth very important thing that I learned this decade is that it's important to have multiple streams of income. For many people, just having that one source of income is not enough to cover all their expenses. So it's good to have a second source of money coming in. That way, if anything ever happens with your main source, at least you have some kind of backup. So some people may use that money for travel, they may use that money for savings, whatever. As you guys know, I do have multiple sources of income. I have my full-time job at the nonprofit, and I have my part-time job at the adult store. Now, yes, I do get money coming in from the retail job at the adult store, but I've also learned many skills working at that. Oh my gosh, as the words were coming out of my mouth, I've learned many things at my other job that has helped me in my full-time job. Because I mean, if you can talk to somebody about their clitoris or about their erectile dysfunction or whatever, you can talk to people about anything. So having multiple sources of incomes is very beneficial. So the fifth important thing that I learned this last decade is that it's important to travel or to go on adventures. Now these, when I say travel, it can be as big as a trip to Europe, or it could be as small as a trip to the town next to the town that you live. Your adventures could be as big as skydiving, or it could be as small as visiting the new restaurant that just opened up in your neighborhood that serves food from a different culture. It's just generally important to get out there and do things. Learn about your surroundings, learn about different cultures, learn about different people, because I find that travel and going on these adventures, no matter how big or small, has helped make me more resilient, because I learn more about myself and what I'm able to do, and what I like and what I don't like. I think it's a great uniter, because, you know, trying different foods can help you with, if you meet somebody of that culture, at least you have something that you guys can connect on, and it can build connections. So it's very important for you to, you know, travel and have adventures and just live life and enjoy it. So that's the fifth thing that I learned in this last decade. I have learned so many more things over this last decade, but these were the ones that to me, were very important, that really stuck out. I've had a lot of ups, I've had a lot of downs, and I had a lot of wins, and I've had a lot of losses, but this last decade has been amazing and wonderful. and I am so happy that I got to experience it, except for that damn wig. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it might be a little bit slower than the other videos that I have posted. Like I said, I'm a little bit sick and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I can't wait to see you guys next week with another video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.